Rosha is one of the smallest human beings I've ever seen in my life. I mean, Brevin could probably throw this dude 20 yards. Hit me on a slant route. Because holy
I
shit.
really could. I was the third string quarterback in high school. No one's debating that.
No one's debating that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on Locked Door MMA. We're your hosts. I'm Brevin. This is my good buddy JP, and we are very excited for this episode to give you the rundown of everything that took place this past weekend at UFC Vegas 98 out at the Apex Center. Your boy and I went 11-1, absolutely crushed this card. It felt great to get back on top. We gave you winning method predictions. We really couldn't miss. I mean, JP missed out on the perfect card by a coin toss, all right? And I missed out on the perfect card by a split decision. You know what? We'll take that. We'll take that. It was very exciting, but we're very glad that all of you are back with us for another episode. In this episode, of course, we'll be recapping everything that took place. But before we do, we just want to give a quick shout out to all of you current subscribers, our current viewers. And if you aren't subscribed, it's not too late to jump on this train because we've been absolutely crushing it. Go ahead and get subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on these calls. Going 11-1. I hit a plus 17,000 parlay this weekend. Those were the odds. Guys, I've never hit something that big before.
Say it one
It
more
was
time. One more time for the people in the back.
plus 17,000 odds.
Hold that.
That means if you put $100 on that bet, it would have paid you $17,000. Absolutely insane. We crushed it this week. And unfortunately, I didn't put the full 100 on it, but we did make some good money this weekend. A lot of stuff to be excited about. JP, how you feeling?
I'm feeling phenomenal. Ecstatic. Holy shit. A coin toss? A coin toss is how I lost perfect card. Whatever. I'll take it. Poppins' his ass, by the way. We'll get there. 95 subs currently. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. What a crazy ride the last three weeks have been for
Yes.
this channel, our picks. Yeah, getting screwed over 2 weeks in a row. This week felt like there wasn't the judging was a little bit better.
I thought it was a lot better. And I was going to mention that. I feel like the judges changed a little bit, and all of a sudden, the results changed as well.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of like people know what they're talking about. Like we're a little accurate when we don't get fucked by some dumbass judge. I'm looking at you, Sal. Yeah, I know your name. Everybody knows your name now. That ain't good if you ask me. If they know your name, that means you're shit. But yeah, man, let's jump into it.
Yeah, first fight that we're going to give you is the main event. As always in these recap videos, Brevin and Royval, the plus 235 underdog, defeated Tatsuro Taira. And where did you hear that prediction, JP? Maybe tell the people where you could have heard that prediction.
I don't remember. I think I think I went to YouTube and I typed in locked door something. I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but some weird redheaded guy is just spouting his mouth about it, and apparently it turned out to be right, you know? It's kind of crazy. We told y'all.
Crazy.
Told y'all. Great line. Did he close at 230 or did he close at like 250 or
it might have been even more. Yeah.
Told y'all. Okay? Taira. Look, first of all, very close fight. Very good fight.
Yeah.
Taira on the back, dude's a fucking wizard. Okay? Don't know how he stays on the back or gets the back again. Because there were a couple times Royval would reverse him or scramble, get out of it, and then he'd find his way to the back again. Couple chokes that were close. We told y'all Royval is not a slouch on the ground. He fought Pantoja twice. And lost to it. Shut up. Okay? Royval's still in the title picture. He's good. Piecing him up on the feet. I know a couple. There's like some people out there that are saying possible robbery and robbery again. Every week it's a robbery. I'm like, brother, if we're calling, and we've had our fair share of saying robberies. That's because they actually are. This fight was not. Royval heavily outstruck him. He had 3 submission attempts of his own. I mean, come on, man. What a great fight. Big dog call. And the lock.
Yeah. Huge dog call along with the lock. I mean, it was a gutsy call from JP. I also was riding with Royval to fraud check Taira. Not necessarily a fraud check, in my opinion. Tyra's going to be maybe one day champion. He's got a lot of
100%.
learning left to do, but he's young. You know, he's young, and like we had said in the breakdown video, Royval had been there. He'd been the 5 rounds, but Tyra showed a lot of promise. And I think he's going to pose a lot of problems for these guys at the upper end of the division, especially with his control on the back. I don't even know how Royval got through those rounds, if I'm being honest with you. Like, you can be good on the ground in your own right and still get caught. I mean, all it takes is just 1 microsecond of not being in the right position, and all of a sudden that arm's underneath the chin, and you're getting choked out. So, very, very like impressed by Royval's ability to survive in those positions.
100%, dude. And the whole reason I bring up Sal D'Amato, or whatever, however you say his name, this is the fucking guy that's been screwing us. Okay? This shit, bro, unreal to me. I Googled it. Okay? So I was like, what fights has this guy been a part of? He scored the fight for Taira. Okay? Or Taira or whatever. However the fuck you say this kid's name. He scored the fight for him. Sure. Not his worst judge. Like, not his worst judgment. Okay? He scored the fight for D-Rod over Morona. Feel the way you want to feel. I thought that fight was atrocious. But whatever. Did he screw us with Pennington losing to Pena? Yes, he did. Did he screw us with Esparza losing to the other Pennington? Yes, he did. Did he screw us with Kulabeo? I think I went back far enough. Pretty sure he did. Okay? So this fucking dweeb is the one that's been ruining it all. Why does he still have a job? What is he doing? The Jets fired Robert Saleh, and I felt like he was doing a better job than this fucking dweeb. Get him out. Can't stand it, bro. Holy shit. Dude should be unemployed right now. My lord.
Yeah, I showed up to this episode today thinking that we weren't going to hit on the judges, but apparently JP's ready to get in the octagon himself with good old Sal out in Vegas because he has been screwing us. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's focus on the positives. We absolutely killed this card with Sal in there, without Sal in there. Who gives a damn? But by the sounds of it, Sal did screw me of the perfect card prediction. Granted, it was probably a correct pick with Daniel Rodriguez winning that decision. But we'll talk about that. Second fight down here. We've got Jun Young Park defeating Brad Tavares. I had Park. JP had Park. The Iron Turtle is still moving forward. What were your thoughts on that one?
Ion Turtle. They didn't count what happened in the first round as a knockdown. I feel like they should have. I couldn't watch this fight live, so I went back and watched it. But yeah, he finally got the wrestling going late in the fight, which is what I thought we needed. First round of Ion Toro looked terrible. What are we? Yeah. I don't know, man. Tavares just didn't really look any different. Look good in the first round, but nothing he does is like impressive. I didn't watch that fight and be like, oh, okay, we might have to watch out for Brad Tavares in the future now. Not really. Jun Young Park, kind of the same thing. He was just better on the night. I believe he's younger. Yeah, man. I don't know. I threw more volume. That's always a good thing too. Once you get these takedowns, you got to throw volume. You got to do something with it rather than just fucking lay there like some guys do. So it was good. Feeling great at this point in the card. Oh my God. I was going nuts.
Yeah, certainly. Part of the big parlay that I hit was Park by decision. I was calling the methods of all these, and we'll call them out as we get to them. But Park by decision slammed. Love to see it. I really didn't see that fight going any differently. It's just the control of Park over Tavares. Tavares did clip him in the first, but didn't have enough power in it to get him out of there, which he probably would have needed to do. But it sounds like Park was able to implement his game plan. I also wasn't able to watch this fight, but definitely happy with the results of it. All right, moving us down here. Who do we got next? My computer's glitching out on me.
It was the Chidi and the Jared Gooden fight.
That's right. That's right. Went exactly how we predicted. TD, very dominant, good striker, 30-27s across the board, getting the unanimous decision.
Yeah, man. It's always nice to see when a guy's just hoping and praying to take you down and clinch and kind of do the Marab thing, but these bigger guys can't because they're normal and they're not like Marab and just have ungodly amounts of cardio. It's nice to see Chidi be able to defend it, get him off. Gooden shot 6 takedowns, and Chidi had 9 minutes of control time with 0
Yep.
takedowns attempted. So, crazy thing. Great to see, though. I mean, you don't want to just see these boring guys lay on him. But, yeah, man. Good win for Chidi. I'd like to see him fight a guy his size. You know, I think he's like 6'1", 6 foot. He's pretty tall for that weight class. But, yeah, good win for
Yeah, he also does a lot of good work out of the clinch.
him.
And we'll see how that carries over into other stylistic matchups outside of just strong wrestlers. Because obviously you get put up against a strong wrestler, there's going to be a lot more opportunities to clinch. The wrestler is going to want to get inside, and if you get inside as well, there you go, pathway to success. Good on Chidi though. Went exactly how we thought it would. Next fight down here, Grant Dawson TKO'd Rafa Garcia in round 2. We also were on Dawson. I mean, we were on all the freaking winners besides the
Mhm.
2 fights, man. So we were feeling great. What were your thoughts on this one?
We were on Dawson. We were not on Dawson by KO. I don't remember if you were. I don't think I was. A little surprising. Didn't think he was gonna slump him. Dawson looked good, and I'll hand it to him. Okay, the interview afterwards, the mic skills. I think he got himself a little bit of a fan base going. Okay, his wife apparently. Hey, I'm just a messenger. Apparently, his wife's
About
got a dumper. All right, got a dumper. You can bounce a quarter off that bad chicken. Okay, good for it. Andy got a knockout win. Good for Dawson. I think this kind of sparked a little bit with the interview and the highlight reel KO win. I think it sparked something for him. So good for him.
Yeah, I definitely think something was sparked, to say the least. Yeah, he was out there bouncing quarters. He said that was his favorite thing about his wife. So, hey, man, I don't know if she
Yeah.
has any other qualities or what, but I guess it supersedes everything there. I don't blame him though.
That's enough for
All right.
me.
Next fight, Daniel Rodriguez defeated Alex Morono. Now, this did wipe the perfect card from your boy, which is fine. Split decision. I can't really fault myself or anybody else. I mean, it's just one of those things. You got two old guys slugging it out in the middle of the octagon. Nothing much else to it besides who was going to land their strikes. It sounds like Alex Morono came out quick, was doing well early. Rodriguez started to turn it up towards the end. I was also gone for this fight, but sad to see my pick didn't hit.
Um, yeah, the one takedown that D Rod had was at the end of the fight, and it was a big takedown. Like he picked him up, swept him off his feet, and dropped him. Terrible fight. First of all, I mean the fight was atrocious. It ruined your perfect card. Honestly, when I was watching the judges, I was like, this is just a toss up. Could have gone either way. It was a close fight. I mean, the total strikes say it wasn't, but Morono landed better in the first round. Second round was very close to toss up, and then the third round went to D Rod. But terrible, just terrible. D Rod didn't look good. Morono, I used to like Morono. Can't stand him now. Why are we throwing Superman punches like 7 feet from the guy? He throws a Superman punch just to get closer. Like he never landed it or got close to landing it. What the fuck are you doing? Are you figuring out the buttons in the UFC 4? Stop. Holy shit. But yeah, I was on D Rod. You're on Morono. It was whatever. It was a toss up. Could have gone either way.
Speaking of UFC 4, UFC 5 is currently out, and I've got inside information that UFC 6 is currently underway.
Damn, they're pumping those things out, dude.
I guess so.
Holy cow.
Next fight, Pat Sabatini defeated Jonathan Pierce by submission. Now, before I let JP talk, we gave you this call. Both of us did. And he was the underdog. And we predicted the winning method. JP, I was absolutely stoked when this went down the way we exactly called on our breakdown video. If you guys are not subscribed, this would be the reason why I tell you get subscribed. I mean, this guy was counted out of the fight, right? He goes in there and does exactly what we tell you he's going to do. Everyone's high on Jonathan Pierce, but the boys over here stay very even killed with our temperament, with our mental game as far as picking these fighters. Hey, I'd even come out and say we had some of the best predictions in all of UFC prediction land with some of these content creators out here. What do you say on that?
I think it's damn fucking close, unless somebody got a perfect card. I haven't heard
Which
shit
I
yet.
didn't see. I haven't
Yeah.
heard anything. I heard a bunch of 9 and 3s across the board for all these big time creators. Hey, who you hearing got 11-1 except for us? All right, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
But yeah, man, you love to see it. I mean, we said he'd come out there and out grapple him. Jonathan Pierce got a terrible record with submissions in his career. And you love to see when he comes out and he can do it, and he can do it when he's safe and he's smart about it. Got the back, lost it, got it again. It's nice to see someone who's not fucking moronic run out there and panic, take down, and stick their neck out. Oh, my God, can't stand it. Yeah, I was going nuts, man. I was going nuts. Nobody else that I was with gave a shit about the fights. So I had it on my phone. I was going crazy.
Yeah, same here. I was able to watch this one, and it brought me a lot of joy. I mean, Pat Sabatini turned into a backpack instantly out the gates, and I was like, once he took that back and got that body triangle in, I was like, oh my lord, this thing is,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, pretty much wrapped up. Like I felt very confident at that point. Once he's on your back, unlike Tyra, I mean, you're gonna have to survive the round somehow because that guy's not getting off. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
he's
not
staying
scraping
right
him
there.
off. Dude's
No.
like a muscle on the pier. Like you gotta fucking work to get that thing off, dude.
Yeah, no. So when he hit that sub, that rear naked choke, as JSP was standing, oh man, that definitely was very, very rewarding and satisfying there.
100%, man. I mean, yeah. I We've seen it too many times when these guys are clearly better on the ground, but the way they go about getting the fight to the ground is just when you're like, come on, bro. Like you know you're better there, so just be smart, take your time. But yeah, Sabatini, man, huge dog call there. If you would have parlayed Sabatini by submission, like we said, and Royval in the main event,
Oh
kind of
yeah,
embarrassing.
I forgot to tell you guys. Pat Sabatini was part of the big parlay. I also had Sabatini by sub and Royval in the main event. That hit big. All right. And then and that was what, plus 1,800, something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
then I had Pat Sabatini by sub. We had Hart by decision, Royval in the main event. And then I'll get to the next one here shortly to
Ooh,
cap off that 4-pick parlay at
ooh,
plus 17,000 odds.
that's nuts. Also on the body triangle topic, if you guys have never felt or been put into a body triangle, just have somebody do it real quick, just for fun. Not even a full squeeze. That shit sucks, especially when you're tired, breathing heavy. That shit's ass. But moving down, possibly possibly the best fight on the card. What really got the juices going, really got the sparks going. CJ Vergara and Ramazan Tamarov. Brevin, what were you thinking?
I mean, this Temirov guy, dude, he's scary. He's
Oh
scary.
yeah.
When he would swing, guys, I don't know if you guys saw the fight, but if you did see it, he would swing and almost lose his balance and fall over. At first, I was like, what the hell is he doing? What is going on? I mean, he's not an accurate striker. I think Vergara is going to find something on this guy. And like, how much longer can you do this? I was really confused because we have not seen a lot of Temirov inside of the UFC at this point in time, but I promise you we'll see a lot more of him moving forward because when he does connect, you are not going to last long. He throws 100% of all of his body into every strike that he throws. Think about Buckley times 10. I mean, Buckley's even more calculated than Temerov, but Temerov throws so damn hard, it doesn't matter. All it takes is one strike, and you're on wobbly feet. We gave you the Temerov by KO because of this reason and this reason alone. He's going to knock your damn lights out. All right. He's going to put you out. That summed up the 4 pick parlay: Temerov by KO, Pat Sabatini by sub, Park by decision, and Royval in the main event at plus 17,000 odds. That was absolutely juiced to oblivion. Temerov, my lock of the night. All right. I'm feeling great about it. I'm feeling real good about it. Took the lights out of Vergara, who's never been knocked out. I mean, come on, man. We're calling that as well. Who else is calling that? We are.
Yeah, crazy. Like you're saying, when you have power like that and you have the ability to do that, on top of it, you take into account their size. They're not big guys, but boy, when you're that small and you're that strong, you are fast as shit. So when you got speed and that power, oh brother, he's like a semi coming down the road, got no brakes.
He is so shredded, dude.
Oh my, OVEV, thank you for taking me back to class. I haven't been showing up to class. I will now. It's all right. I got my head cleared. We're good. OVEV.
OVEV more like PED. This motherfucker is juiced.
This fucker is juiced. Yeah, crazy. He has 3 knockdowns before he knocked him out. He had CJ Vergara doing the fucking wave at a basketball game, okay? He'd mink him up, whoa, and he'd fucking fall, run back, and then get up and spin, mink him again, whoa. Settle down, pal. All right? Just hit the canvas and don't get back up. But yeah, man. Excited to see more of him. Very excited.
100%. That was freaking awesome. All right. Next fight, we have The Rock's favorite fighter, Themba Gorimbo, defeating little Nico Price, the old one-shot wonder from the bottom, Nico Price.
But Nico's entertaining. But Themba did exactly what we told you. Again, what he was gonna do. Themba's got more of a gas tank. Nico's old now. And I told you guys he's wild when he fights. He's very unorthodox, so that kind of makes it a slippery slope when you fight guys like that, because they could hit you from somewhere where you're like, oh, they're not going to throw something from there or some shit, and then they catch you. But that only takes you so far, especially when you get older. And Themba's just going to keep coming, keep going. He was getting minked up a tiny bit there for a second, but settled himself down and then just went back to it. His takedown's great. Pressure wrestling, great. At some point, because Themba got hit a little too much from Nico, that I was like, he's not throwing like great strikes. I don't like that we're eating him, but at some point he's going to have to check that and be a little bit better about it. But I mean, the pressure, the grappling, the takedowns aren't, and when we're on the ground, again, we're not boring. We're not stomping the foot. We're not kneeing the thigh. Okay? When he's on the cage, he's not just letting him stand up. He's grabbing the back ankle. He's pulling it back out. And then Nico goes to build a base again. Boom, pulled it right back out again. We're constantly doing something to keep this fucking guy down here. That's what I like to see. I don't like to see boring, lay on him, stomp the foot, little us. Knock it out.
Yeah.
But
What's his face?
Can't stand it. Cannot stand it. But good win for Themba.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he looked good, looked very dominant. This was one of the performances from Nico Price that I was never really worried for Thumba. Like, I mean, where was the power going to come from? It just doesn't seem to have it. Like, all right, cool. You land a couple strikes, but bro, this is the UFC. And especially if they start continuing to put you up against some of these young up and coming fighters, what is that going to do for your career? I don't think Nico has much left in the tank. I was pretty impressed by Themba, but like you had kind of alluded to, we'll have to see how this plays out against fighters with different skill sets,
Mm-hmm.
because this really doesn't give us a ton of information on Themba. Looked very dominant, but That's how he should have looked against a guy like Nico Price, who's at the end of his career, probably should think about retirement, even though his age isn't really alluding to it. I mean, his style at this point, like his
Yeah.
power, just doesn't seem to be there.
And he's never been a guy who's like amazing takedown defense, so taking him down, having a lot of control times, like impressive, or like a hard feat, So seeing Themba fight somebody who maybe is a little bit better at stuff and takedowns, that's like a little hairy. We'll
Yeah,
have to see.
100%. All right. Next fight, probably the worst fight
Oh
on the
God.
card, in my opinion. In my opinion, Junior Tafa knocked out Sean Sharaf in round two. I don't think a lot of people would have expected this fight to get to round two, and I don't think the fighters expected this fight to get to round two because it was ugly.
Um. Yeah. Quick note: Junior Toff was supposed to fight Chris Barnett. Barnett withdrew for something. Don't know why.
Found a free buffet in this area.
Oh, that's what. You're right. Fucking brand new Sizzler opened down the street. Boy was like, oh, see ya. 267. I'm gonna be 290 before I leave here. If Junior Toff would have lost, not counting it on the record, but he did, so we're counting it. Suck my ass. Don't care. Hold that. 11-1. Hold it. First round, I was like, Junior Toff is gonna lose to this nobody who just came in because he can't stuff a fucking
100%.
takedown and then he turns around, gives you his back, and then blatantly grabs the cage and like holds onto it for a couple seconds. No
Yeah.
point taken. Okay. Starts getting his ass beat and then gets up. Dude's gassed already. I get it. He's been trying to take you down. He beat you up a little bit. No, this dude's like out of it. Like that's it. He's wobbling back to the corner. Bro, you've been fighting for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's not like you've had a 15-minute war and you're fucking gassed. Comes out second round. Other dude gasses out because they're both fat. And Tafa, I mean, I'll give it to him. Tafa's accurate with his hands. His uppercuts look nice. Good uppercuts. Good body work. Can't stuff a fucking takedown. So don't care how accurate you are because any other heavyweight that can avoid your stand-up because you don't check calf kicks either. I mean, they can just take you down and lay on you because your get-up game's ass. Your takedown defense's ass. Hasn't improved. I mean, you're just going to get worked. Do not bet
Yeah.
with Tafa in the future.
No, ever. And this is what I'm saying. I cannot stand Junior Tafa because it's stuff like this every single time he fights. He's up at heavyweight, but he's an undersized heavyweight, and then he gasses in the first round. Like, congratulations, you're accurate with your strikes. That motherfucker that he fought on Saturday never moved his head, never covered up. Like, I would have hit that guy on his dome, bro. It, I cannot stand Junior Tafa. Hey, all right, not like that. On his fucking head, right in his face, bro. I could have broke
No
that guy's
diddy.
nose. I could have broke his nose. And then the announcers are sitting there because every time fucking Junior Tafa loses after stepping in for his stupid ass brother who can't ever make a fight because of injuries, then they want to talk about, oh, he's actually a light heavyweight. Go down
Sure.
to light heavyweight, bro. Go down to light heavyweight. When those motherfuckers can last more than goddamn 4 minutes in a fight and they'll beat your ass. He can't stuff a takedown. He can't defend kicks. He gets hit in the fucking face. So what? You can throw some accurate strikes. I mean, we could say the same thing about anybody else on this goddamn card. Everyone inside the UFC can throw strikes, bro. That is thing
Cap.
number one. Bro, who?
Poppins can't.
Name somebody.
Poppins can't.
Poppins, Ben Askren, maybe. He's not
Oh,
even on the roster anymore.
fuck. I'd
But I
knock Ben Askren
guarantee,
the fuck out, dude.
brother, I give me Jake Paul over fucking Junior Tafa, dude. I mean, seriously, Tafa does nothing that Jake Paul couldn't fucking handle inside the octagon. So give me that. Whatever. I hate Junior Tafa, but I mean, good job beating this guy that stepped up on 4 days' notice, you fat fucks. God,
Oh,
I'm not
man.
even fat shaming. I'm not even fat shaming because I'm fucking big too. So I'll fight Tafa. Give me 5-day notice.
I was
All
gonna say,
right.
bro, you could make the weight.
I
Holy
could make
cow.
the way. I'm already ready to fight. Get Dana on the phone. Get Toffa in there. I'll kick his legs and I'll take him down.
That's fucking good stuff. Hey, we did pick Toffa though, and he won. Who cares? Let's move on.
Julia
Oh my god.
Polastri versus Poppins. Corey McKenna.
Dog shit fight. Terrible fight. Trash. Horrendous. Who cares? Yeah, I lost on a coin toss. Both of them are ass. McKenna, all she does is sit there. Us. Us. Oh my. Oh my god. You've thrown the same check left hook 8 fucking times. Never got near her. Not once. Maybe the closest she got was she hit the girl's fist in the air. Us. 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 And then she kept dipping her head. I would have fucking sent a knee. USPS. Next day delivery. Mink. See ya. Terrible. Get her away. Oh my god. Both are ass.
I tried to tell JP, ladies and gentlemen, Corey McKenna, not impressive. She looks like she just got done with the day at the fourth grade. She looks like she's 12 years old. Okay, I don't even know if 12-year-olds are in fourth grade. I don't really do that math. All right, I don't even remember what I learned in school. All right. Yeah, Julia Polastri. I mean, she was pretty fucking strong, dude. She was a built woman. She was very yoked, and McKenna looked a little
Zoinks.
soft, a little soft. So glad that I picked Polastri and got away with that one. I mean, some of these fights are just dog water. Split decision though. I mean, I didn't
Oh
really see what
god.
McKenna even did. What did she do? I mean, were the judges just persuaded by her noises that she was making, or what's going on?
I cannot believe. Was that Sal? Probably
Sal
was.
was Sal was on one.
Fucking Sal. Get him the
Fucking
fuck out of the UFC, dude. God damn it. Anyways, get away from that trash. Dan Argueta, Cody Haddon.
Do you have the numbers? I'm curious on how many takedowns Argetta shot. Was it a lot? Am I remembering
Yeah.
that correctly?
If you had to
Was it,
guess,
I think it was near like 20, right? I didn't even watch this fight. Was it
24.
up there? 24. Yeah, that's right. Um,
Panic
yikes.
shooting.
How
Desperate.
many did he land? 4?
Yeah.
4 for 24. Congratulations, Dan Argueta. I mean, whatever, dude. That guy sucks. Cody Haddon, good job. We picked him. Looked pretty good. Getting the unanimous decision, not even close, 30-27. Let's
um.
go.
I mean, yeah. I mean, talk about desperation. I'm not even gonna say panic shooting because it's just desperate. Dude would fucking fall into his hips. I mean, boy, you do you. I'm not even gonna say that, but man was sniffing jock all fucking night. Can't even get a takedown. Cody Haddon was so tired at one point, he would let him shoot in for a takedown, and Cody would just step his feet back and just lean his hips into him and just stand there
Hmm.
with like underhooks. And then they'd slowly posture off, and then he'd mink him up a couple times. He'd do the same fucking thing. Okay, pal, go sniff some jock straps in the back. Do laundry for Dana. Get the fuck out of here. That was can't stand watching that shit. Good win by Haddon. He might be something. Got a good takedown defense. I like it.
Yeah. The hip thruster. You always love to see
Shit.
that.
I know Diddy does.
First fight of the night. Clayton Carpenter versus Lucas Rocca defeated him by rear naked choke in round 2.
Yes, sir. Got us off. Started on a bang. Sitting there watching it, and then I turn, look, talk to somebody, and turn and look back. Fight's over. I said, God damn it, dude. But hey, we got a win. Started 1-0. Clayton Carpenter. Good for him. Undefeated still. Rosha is one of the smallest human beings I've ever seen in my life. I mean, Brevin could probably throw this dude 20 yards. Hit me on a slant route. Because holy shit.
I really could. I was the third string quarterback in high school. No one's debating that.
No one's debating that. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you guys. Bring the hammers and nails. The Carpenter was getting it done. And what do you know? The Carpenter got it done. At that equated to 11 wins and 1 loss for JP, and 11 wins and 1 loss for your boy. JP's was on a coin toss. Mine was on a split decision. It was a very, very good night
What a
for
night,
us
man.
here at Locked Door.
great fucking night. 95 subs. Thank y'all again. We appreciate it. We're having fun. We had a little bit more fun with this one because the past 2 weeks drove us crazy. And hey, what do you know? We got rewarded with 11-1. So maybe next time I'll take it more serious and not flip a fucking coin.
There's a high chance that JP would have hit that perfect card, but that's okay. We'll get them next time. We appreciate you guys as always. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can continue to build this community as big as we possibly can. Let's aim for 100 subs, guys. That would be freaking phenomenal. We're close to 100 subs. That's been a goal of ours for a little while now. Let's get over 100. That would make your boys really happy here on Locked Door MMA, and we'll continue to grow as big as we possibly can. With that, JP, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, man. Stay tuned. Dropping the videos Thursdays now. We're testing some things out, testing the waters. Just riding the boat. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We got one more card. What is it? Hernandez versus Michel Pereira this weekend, and then next weekend, early one, but a good one, the Holloway topuria fight. So
yeah, UFC 308. That one will be in Abu Dhabi, so make sure you're up early. Set those alarms. Grab the mimosas like always. You guys know how it goes. We got to stay hydrated, to say the least. Drink responsibly.
Drink
We are.
responsibly, bet responsibly, and hey, we'll leave you with this. You ever want to know how to hit a plus 17,000 bet? You know who to come talk to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Another announcement real quick. One of our subscribers sent me a photo not too long ago. Max Fat Stacks was with Sugar Sean at the airport.
Oh,
I'll throw that up on the screen for you guys. That's pretty cool. If you guys do meet fighters, have a cool experience or story, make sure to let me know and I'll share your story on the channel.
fuck yeah. That's badass. Way to go, Fatty Stacks. Way to go, dude. Yeah. Another weekend in the books. Legendary weekend. It was great. On to more. Y'all better jump on the train because I'm telling you, I'm coming for that perfect card. Get real close. I'm just teasing y'all right now. Okay? A little foreplay action. All right, we can't get straight into it. We gotta mess around a little bit, but another weekend, another success, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure as always. Bingo, bango, baby. Peace.